5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brown Boy Wonder.
In space.
Set controls to outer space now, flying higher than ever before. Brown Boy Wonder.
In space.
In podcasts.
Let's rock it!
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. We are back to talk about episodes 11 through 15. Before we get into that, let me introduce my guest. He is the Delta megaship, Anthony. Anthony, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, you know. I'm hoping I don't get hit with an evil beam, but other than that, I'm doing all right. How are you?
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm doing good. Comic-Con just happened, and there's a lot of Marvel news, but there is some Power Ranger news. Not news, but they show some the original costumes of Mighty Morphing and Lord Zed. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of an interesting bit. Obviously, Power Rangers has been in a bit of a weird spot since their last show. It's pretty much presumably dead. And
Mhm.
yeah, it was just announced that they're going to be selling over 900 props and items and various things from the official sort of like filming of Power Rangers throughout the years. So that pretty much says that it is a dead franchise as of right now. So yeah, coming out this November, if you feel like you've got money to spend on Power Ranger items, whether that's a full costume or whatever, could be little props, you know, like maybe they are going to be selling the some of the devices and things we see in this very list of episodes here, like that little
Yes.
evil robot. Maybe that'll be there. Who knows?
Oh.
But yeah, you know, Power Rangers may be dead, but we're here to sort of relive some of the classic days of Power Rangers.
Absolutely. Oh, you never know. We could, because of this podcast, we could bring back Power Rangers from the
We
dead.
could do it. Yeah, why not?
I could do it. We could do it.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get into it. Episode 11, the Delta Discovery. The episode starts off with the person who said "F you" to us personally, Diva Talks, taking away our Zordon, but someone is also here. The Phantom Ranger is here. Your thoughts on the Phantom Ranger? He returned.
The Phantom Ranger looks so cool. Like
Yeah.
this is one of my favorite looks in all of Power Rangers. So I was very happy to see this character. He is a badass in this episode. He's just constantly taking guys on. It takes like 20 different villains just to get this guy down. So very happy to see this guy. The Phantom Ranger's always been an interesting one because he's set up as like this mystery character that just never gets resolved. Spoiler alert, I guess. We never find out who this guy is, what his deal is. There's often been talks and rumors of like what they would have done. The most common idea is that he would have been revealed as Zordon's son, which is, you know, like that could have been something. But by his lonesome, he still looks cool. He's a badass, and you know, there's a little bit of maybe some interest going on with one of the Rangers here that we'll say.
We'll see. Well, we never know. It could be Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, he's Doctor Doom, so it could be the Phantom Ranger too.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
When I was a kid, I always thought he looked like Daft Punk, like one of those two guys because of his helmet.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he's he kind of looks like if RoboCop was like a football player. That's kind of the vibe that I get from him.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, so our Phantom Ranger sends a message to the Power Rangers that the Dark Spectre is holding Zordon on the planet called Hurricane?
This made up planet, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter actually. Diva Talks and her goons caught the Phantom Ranger, but the Phantom Ranger shoots the message into space. The Power Rangers received the message and are on the way to Hurricane. The Phantom Ranger is fighting the Piranatrons. That's what the Diva Talks goons are called, I believe.
Yeah.
Piranatrons. Or I like to call them Magikarp from Pokemon. They kind of look like like that Pokemon.
Okay, sure. Because they are fish, so you're not entirely off base. Yeah.
And of course, Magikarp doesn't like do much. So these guys.
Yeah, that's fair. They're pretty useless.
Yeah. Well, Danny Phantom. Phantom Ranger escaped and was trying to rescue Zordon, but got blasted by Astronema, who appeared in front of him. Astronema is taking Zordon out of here. We see Zordon; he's like trapped under some sheets.
Yeah, he's in his tube. They're still draining his power. They're just like, I guess, like trying to keep him hidden. So they're just like putting him in a place, doing a little bit, and then taking him somewhere else. So yeah, there's a bunch of
Yeah, I
henchmen
was
bringing him away somewhere.
I was expecting to say like help, help, but he just
He's fine
he's just
with it,
he's
I
just
guess.
there. Yeah. Elgar got a visual on the Rangers and told Astronema that they are coming. Divatox saw Elgar through the TV and was like, "Oh, you little doofus, you traitor!" And Elgar is like, if you'd like to make a complaint, please hang up and call again." That is a comedy right there. That's comedy.
Some classic phone comedy. Yeah, I guess she didn't know. I thought
No.
they made it pretty clear that like at the party he went with her, but I guess she thought he just left or died or something until just now.
um, Divatox and Astronema still hate each other. In this episode, you see their little banter, similar to episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Spectre FaceTime through the sky and like Cliptor that one time
Yeah,
in the
everyone
last
just
episode.
talks to the sky. It's I guess that's why they call it Skype. Get it? No.
Oh, no, it's good. They did it
It's
before.
good?
It's
Okay.
good. They did it before Skype. Oh, okay,
Yeah, that's
okay.
true.
Not Uvu. No one uses Uvu.
Oh my god. Wow. All right. Yeah, we're talking about this is a flashback sort of series. Good lord.
Dark Spectre told them that the Rangers must not find Zordon, and Nostromo will attack the Earth. And he told Divatox to leave with Zordon ASAP. The Phantom, of course, is still fighting everyone. And the Cliptor, of course, came out of nowhere, as he always does, and sliced the Phantom with his saber.
He's still standing though. Like this guy, he
Yeah.
fought against Divatox, Astronema, now Ecliptor, and this guy just won't go down. Like truly, he's the MVP.
We need a like a special on the Phantom Ranger, like his alone episode, like Zuko in Avatar.
Yeah. I mean, like if they had maybe had the time to sort of give him his own story, I'm sure they would have. But like, yeah, I think everyone would like to know more about the Phantom Ranger. He's just too cool.
Very cool. Does he wear a cape? I think he wears a cape, or he doesn't.
No, he doesn't wear a cape. There's another guy in the next season that wears a cape, but he doesn't wear a cape.
No. The Power Rangers came in to rescue the Phantom. The Astronomer told Ecliptor, "Dude, just come back to the ship." And Ecliptor's like, "Oh, okay." The Power Rangers lost track of Zordon's tracker. We cut to a scene where a monster is creeping up on some people enjoying the park. We don't know what's going on there, but we'll get back to that. The Alpha 6 told the Rangers that Astroma is attacking Earth. The Phantom told the Rangers that they are needed on Earth, and he gave the disc controls of the Delta Megaship to Andros. And he said, please take it.
Yeah, it's teasing this brand new mega weapon that they can have, and there's a little bit of confusion of like, oh, did we go get that? Where do we go with this? And so Andros gets sent off into some random space. Phantom Ranger does say something of like, oh, when you get close, I'll guide you, which is very vague.
Mhm.
He eventually figures out what that means, but yeah, it's just he's got to find a mysterious new spaceship.
Yeah. It's always new things is always nice.
Yeah, I mean we're only a few episodes into the season and we're already getting a brand new like toy to advertise essentially.
For sure. There was a close up of the Phantom's shot wound. He collapsed dramatically. I hope he's okay.
We'll see.
The Crocodile monster, as we know, who was creeping up, is at Crystal Lake. Angel Grove Lake. Excuse me. Thoughts on the Crocodile monster?
It is a big crocodile, so it's got that going for him.
Yeah. He's no Killer Croc, I guess. He doesn't look like
Sure.
Killer Croc.
No, I think I would have preferred this in that Suicide Squad movie than
Oh,
the guy in there. I think that would have been. Could you imagine this guy hanging out with like Will Smith and Margot Robbie?
hell no.
Oh, I think it would have been cool.
uh, well, maybe. Well, is there a difference between alligators and crocodiles?
Yeah.
Like, do crocodiles just eat meat and alligators eat like or like vegetarians?
No, I mean there's very specific things in like how they look and the temperatures that they live in and things like that. But that is not what this podcast is for. We can't
No,
be
no,
telling
no.
people the science between different animals. There's a giant crocodile man coming out of a lake, and now the Power Rangers gotta fight him.
Absolutely. Well, Astronema lasered him, the crocodile. It's time for the Astro Megazord versus the Big Crocodile. Once they used the Megazord saber, the crocodile split into two. Um, there's two crocodiles. According to Arnold, he got two. Um, the two croco the croc. I'll just call them crocs.
Sure,
The two
that works.
the two crocs are beating the Megazord. Meanwhile, of course, as we mentioned, Andros found the Delta Megaship. The Phantom navigates Andros around the Megaship. Back to the fight. The Rangers need Andros' help. They're getting jump rope by these two crocs. You see, they're like playing jump rope with them with the Megazord.
Yeah, they this is some pretty typical Power Rangers sort of like problems where if the Red Ranger or any kind of major ranger isn't there, the rest of them just can't handle themselves, which is a bit unfortunate. You'd think
Yeah,
four people could handle the situation, but there are two guys, so I guess we'll give them cut them some slack.
that's true. Andros found the control room and he inserted the disc into the primary slot. By the way, the Phantom is dying here. You just see him like crawling.
Yeah, he's trying to hold on because he does need to give him some very crucial information, but yeah, he's I guess and for all intents and purposes he's like bleeding out without there being any kind of blood, but yeah, he is
Yeah,
dying.
yeah, he is dying. The control room went into a lockdown and the colors are flashing. When that happened, I was expecting like Gene Wilder from Willy Wonka to show up in that one scene
The
with
boat
the flashing
scene?
lights. Yeah, the boat scene.
Okay, right. Yeah, because he's trying to ask him of like which one do I put it in? Because for some reason it has two slots.
Mhm.
He says the primary one. Now I would have put it on the left too, because that's just how we count one, two.
Right.
Um, but yeah, because he does that, the system goes initiate without saying what it's initiating. So it's just a little bit of a fake out drama situation there. But I guess for kids watching this, back in the day, it was very, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna do the right thing? What happens if he doesn't?
Uh, True stress right here, man. It looked like everything is good to go, and Andros got the. Do you call it the battleizer?
Yeah, he does. He does say battleizer, which is a little bit confusing for something that happens later in the show. But yeah, he does
Yeah,
say that.
gotcha. Well, Andros came to help the other Rangers with his Delta Megazord. Thoughts on the new Megazord, man? It looks something new.
He's got a big triangle head.
Yeah,
So it's a bit different there. I can't say that I prefer it over the original. I think that the Astro Megazord is really good, and I like that one a lot. This one is nice, complementary. It's got the sort of yellow as opposed to like the blue color scheme. So it works. It's not like a favorite of mine, but I think it's different enough.
yeah. It's like so. If you want to compare like the Astro Megazord to like Iron Man, the Delta is like War Machine.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely got more firepower. That's
Yeah,
the gimmick here. It's got like the sort of Gatling gun arms and
yeah.
everything. So yeah,
Well, we have a tag team match between the Astro Megazord and the Delta Megazord versus the Crocs. Um, uh, let's cut to the chase. The Rangers won.
yeah, it's
It
one of
was
those.
really quick. The Dark Spectre was not happy with Astronema. The Rangers checks on the Phantom. They didn't check him the entire time, but now they're checking on him. But he leaves a message, pretty much saying that you gotta find Zordon until we meet again. I don't know if you noticed when the Rangers power down, Carlos powered down with his old green color. I don't know if you caught that.
That's weird.
Yeah, was that a mistake or was on purpose?
It had to be a mistake. Like how they would have made that mistake, I don't know. But like, yeah, that's weird.
Phantom also sent another message saying, "Cassie, don't you forget about me."
So yeah, we get a little bit of a tease of the Cassie Phantom Ranger relationship. That was something that was set up in Turbo last season, and so they're kind of touching on that a little bit here. So yeah, I guess Lenny from the previous few episodes ago, that guy's done. We're giving up on him. Her heart belongs to the Phantom Ranger.
Or Lenny was the Phantom.
I refuse to believe that theory. We're not entertaining that in the slightest. He's too big to be the Phantom. He wouldn't fit.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, he's a tall guy. Oh, okay. Well, that was the end of the episode. I do have an interesting fact for this episode. This episode marks. I forgot how you pronounce this guy's name. It was Divatox's right-hand man with the small head with the big collar.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Ragogs.
Yeah, it's the guy in the big blue outfit. Yeah, he was from the last show.
Yes. Well, this was his final speaking appearance. His suit actor, Ed Neal, is credited for voicing him this time instead of Walter Lang.
Okay. So I guess they just needed him to fill in for one line and then never had him talk ever again. All right. Well, adios to that guy.
When I look up this interesting fact, I thought they were talking about Ed O'Neill from Married with Children, the husband, the dad.
Yeah, I don't know if it was him.
No.
This isn't a Bryan Cranston situation. There's not many of those in Power Rangers.
No. Okay, Bryan Cranston voiced the villains in the Mighty Morphin, not in all those other seasons. Just Mighty Morphin days.
Morphin, as far as I'm aware, it's Snizzard, I think, is one of them, and then there's another one I don't remember the name of, but yeah, it's just in Mighty Morphin, as far as I'm aware.
Gotcha. Well, he should bring back Power Rangers from the dead.
He tried to. Remember in 2017, it didn't work.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Well, okay. Well, let's get into the next episode here. Episode 12, The Great Evilizer. Ooh. The episode starts off with Bulk, Skull, and the Professor testing out their gadgets. They used a ray gun on a toy, and it turned evil because the Professor turned the ray gun settings to evil.
I don't know what the hell's going on with these. Like, why is he making a laser that turns things good or evil? I have no clue. But yeah, he is like, let's see what happens if we turn it evil. And then they do.
Like, what? Like, I understand you're trying to do an experiment, but not evil. What I got good here?
Don't start with evil. Yeah, because they do turn a little robot toy. It like changes its face to evil, and it starts attacking them, and they run around all silly.
Yeah. Well, hold up. When they did that, Ecliptor is here, and he took the evil ray gun. He was like, "I've been looking for this everywhere."
So what was the plan here? Did he just like be in the neighborhood? Like what led to him just stealing this? Because yeah, they get distracted being chased by a toy, so that he just shows up and yoinks it. I don't know. I guess he just got lucky, or I don't know.
Maybe he ordered that particular ray gun through Amazon, but the Professor got it. He maybe messed up the address. I don't know.
Maybe that's it.
Simple mistake. Astronema calls it the Evilizer, and will use it on the Delta Megazord and the Rangers. Andros and Ashley are in a deserted planet and are feeling a little heavy due to the gravity pull. Like it's too dense, I guess.
Yeah, the gravity's different on the planet.
Yeah. Well, Ashley fell dramatically. I don't know if she hit something, but she fell down in slow-mo. Uh, no signs of Dark Spectre, as they say, and they dipped. Andros and Ashley are showing off to each other while flying on their gliders. Pretty much, flirting around, I guess. Doing some front flips, back flips. Andros needs to ask her out, man. It's the 12th episode. Just we seen them. Just ask her out. What's he doing?
Yeah, I mean that would solve the problems for the next episode. So yeah,
Oh,
I mean, yeah, it's gonna take a little while for him to get on the same page. He's very distracted. He's always thinking about his sister when he should be thinking about, other girls. Let's be honest.
yeah, man. Come on. What's wrong with him? Behind Andros and Ashley, while they're flirting around, there was a sneaky Quantron with the evil laser gun. He shot the laser and he shot at Ashley's glider. The glider is going out of control, and Andros caught Ashley with his arms.
I guess she was falling in space. So they had to catch her, even though she could have just floated. He would have gone over and got her. But yeah, for now, her glider is evil. They shot it with the evil ray, and it worked. It's an
Yeah.
evil little board.
Yeah. Well, the yellow glider drift off to space, evilly, I guess. Back to Astronomer's ship. The Clipper was not pleased because the Evilizer did not hit the Rangers, but Astronomer was still happy. But she wants a bigger Evilizer. Oh yeah, Elgar is there glazing Clipper, saying like, "You're the best, man."
I don't know what he's trying to do. I guess he's doesn't want to be in that box anymore, so he's just trying to suck up wherever he can.
Kiss up. Yeah. Well, Andros, Carlos, and Ashley are checking if the glider is working fine. Well, it is fine. But Deca told them how the ray works. Like once the ray turns evil, that thing will be evil too. So
This was crazy because they're explaining it of like it seems like the polarity was like inverted. Yeah, it somehow like turned it to negative, and Carlos goes like, "Negative? You mean like evil?" And I wanted Andros to be like, "No, like, are you a child? Like, why would you say that? You mean like evil? Like, no, that's not. Things aren't inherently evil. Like negative. That's not what that means. But although he does end up being right. Like it did get turned evil, but I thought that was really funny to be like, you mean evil? Like, is that how you think of that? Okay, sure. It was very strange.
yeah, the misinterpretation, I guess, but it worked.
He was
in the
right.
next,
So, yeah.
yeah, in the next scene here, a monster appeared, like Joe Hendry. Say his name, and he will appear. He causes chaos. The Rangers got an alert from Earth, and it's time to rock it. Ecliptor, Elgar, and Astrama are ready to use the big Evilizer. It's like a big telescope, pretty much. It's gonna hit that, I guess, Earth? I don't know. They're just pointing at Earth or at a monster.
Hoping for the best.
Hopefully. But yeah, what do we call this monster? He kind of looks like the Claw Master, but it's like a crab-ish.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever give it a name because there's a gimmick with this guy, so I don't really remember if they had a name in particular.
Well, he disappeared while the Rangers used the Astro Blasters. Pew pew. Not poo poo. Sorry. More monsters showed up, including the Sting King. Astronema fired the laser and made the original monster that we don't have a name for. I guess we call him Joe Hendry. Let's call him that.
Okay, sure.
They shot Joe Hendry, and he became, of course, huge. The Power Rangers fought against the normal-sized monsters, but it looks like they are indestructible. Like they have no inches to give. They are indestructible.
Yeah, there's something off about these monsters. They keep like appearing and disappearing and stopping it. They do a thing here where Andros is like, "You guys fight these guys. I'll take care of the big one." And it's like, well, I feel like the big monster's a bit more of a threat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the big monster that could destroy a building in a second, kind of more important than a couple of guys on the roof. Just my opinion on it.
I think they need recruit more Rangers.
Yeah, that could help.
Well, Andros called the Delta Megazord for help. Starma activated the Evilizer and they targeted the the Delta Megazord. Andros said fire, and the Megazord was like, "I have to go now, bye," and he flies out. um, the Delta Megazord is destroying the city.
My God.
Yeah, destruction everywhere.
Lives are lost in the situation, and you can't even argue against it because we see a shot and it's like flying over the highway, and there's cars on the highway. You see little cars in this model city, so
Yes.
it blows up buildings. And I mean, I don't know how the Power Rangers explained that after this event. If they were like, "Oh, our robot got controlled," sorry, because yeah, this was pretty serious.
Yeah, well, they never explain shit to the people.
They don't. No, they don't. And there's been stuff like there's the comic books from like the last few years or so. They've done stuff where like they've focused on like the aftermath of things and the collateral damage and how serious those things are. But in this show, it's not about that. Yeah, this is no one's answering for these crimes.
Absolutely not. While the Delta is destroying the city, you see Andros running in slow mo, saying "Stop." Um, all right, man. It's time to call the Astro Megazord. The two Megazords are fighting. Andros puts his Battleizer Morpher into the Astro Megazord and tries to hypnotize him back to the good side, the Ranger side. Astronema Evilizer broke. You see like smoke coming out of the big telescope thing there. The two Zords tries to link up together in space, and it worked. They came they came back to Earth, and all the monsters that they fought are now huge. The
Yeah,
Ranger,
I'm not
yeah,
sure what was going on after all this. So yeah, they shoot some beams because they call Alpha on the phone, right? They're like, "What's the
yeah,
frequency?" And he's like, "I don't know." And so they're like, "I guess we'll just have to try our best." And so yeah, that's like a beam struggle. They're like shooting it, but then they think that they lost, and Astronomer was like, "I guess we did it. It's evil
yeah.
now. It's done." But yeah, but then they go to space and they combine, and then they go back down, and I guess it didn't work. So I don't. Yeah, I don't know. This was a weird episode.
It's
Just a
very
lot of
confusing.
things just happen. Yeah, very strange.
The Rangers found the Joe Hendry monster and
Mhm.
blasted their fist, and they exploded, or the original monster exploded. Uh, that's the end for that. The back to Astronomer's ship, Elgar was just yapping, yapping, yapping. He's a professional yapper.
Yeah,
Um, Astronomer said like, "You talk too much," and
she did. Yeah, that was pretty cool for all the Botchamania fans out there. So good on her.
yeah, we all agreed there. Astronomer told Ecliptor to bring back Mama Might, whatever that means.
That was such a funny way to end the episode. Like the threatening name of Mama Might. It's like, yeah, I guess we'll find out. I don't know what that means.
Uh-huh. Mama Might. Andros and Ashley left the Astro Megazord together. I was like, oh, is it time? Is it time for the date? No, it turned out they're just trying to find Ashley's glider,
Yeah.
and it turned to be good. That's the end for the Rangers there. The Stooges, we forgot about them beginning of the episode. They were still running away from the toy. I guess the entire episode.
Yeah, they never get any help. That never gets resolved.
In the bloopers, I think I saw Ecliptor smiling. I don't know if you saw that. I think he was smiling.
He was smiling. How could he smile? He's got a big rubber head.
No, like if you saw his lips, it's like a smiling face. I don't know. It looks like he was smiling.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that's the end of the episode. There, no interesting facts for this episode, unfortunately.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. Let's get into the next episode here. Episode 13, Grandma Matchmaker. Ooh, what does that mean?
We'll find out.
We start off the episode with Ashley reading a book in the park, A cab drives by, and there's an old lady spying on Ashley with binoculars. She's zoomed in so far that we could see her mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell.
This is another one of those like weird sequences where the cab pulls up and she's like, "Here you go, ma'am," and she sits in the car, still looking at her, this Ashley in the park, and then when she gets out, she leaves the door open,
Yes.
and we don't see the cabbie like walk out and close the door. She just left that door open, and I found that very frustrating. And that will be a running theme with this character that we'll soon see in this episode.
Yes, sir. Well, the old lady, of course, approaches to Ashley and is Ashley's grandma. Thoughts on Granny's outfit?
I mean, I don't know. I guess they're trying to make her hip. She's
Yeah.
wearing like a sun hat, but it has like a snapback that I don't.
Yes.
I'd never seen anything like that in my life other than in this show. So yeah, she definitely screamed like Technicolor '90s. So I'm assuming that was it. She like had like you know how like kindergarten teachers dress had that
Yeah.
energy. Where it's
Oh,
like,
yes.
I don't know what's going on, but yeah, this grandma is loud. You're talking about a yapper. This
Oh,
That's the grandma.
yes. I think Elgar and Grandma should have a yap off.
Yep. Why not?
I thought her outfit looked like Ashley or the other Olsen twin, like in Full House. Like she'll wear something like that, I guess, in the show.
Extreme '90s like overload. That's what it was.
No. Well, back to astronomer ship. Mama Might says she laid her eggs all over Earth. Ooh.
This monster had a funny voice because it just sounded like a lady.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I'm a monster. It was just like hello. It was I thought that was a little weird.
Very professional. Grandma tries to matchmake Ashley a husband, pretty much. Carlos came by and say, "What's up, guys?" Ashley immediately says, "Carlos, you are my boyfriend." She tries to, of course, avoid the matchmaking by her grandma. If Ashley approached you to that, would you agree with this?
Yeah. Yeah, no questions asked.
Yeah, same here. Well, grandma. We never have a name for grandma.
Yeah, just grandma. That's fine.
Grandma. All right. Grandma likes Carlos. Ashley and Carlos got an alert from Alpha 6, and they're about to dip, but Grandma stopped them, and she was like talking about fizzy drinks to them. Like, oh, you guys tried this new drink? They're like, oh, they gotta go.
She was very obviously ADR'd in the scene as well.
Yes.
It's not every scene, but yeah, that scene in particular, like you're watching her, and eventually, yeah, I don't know if they just had a hard time with matching the lip flaps, but the further you get into the scene, the more you notice that they don't match what she's saying. I don't know what was going on in that hallway, if the audio was real bad or what, but yeah, there's quite a few scenes where you're like, is this woman dubbed? What's happening here?
Oh, they need a boom mic for her everywhere she goes.
Yeah, and then we see in the bloopers that is her voice, so like she did her own ADR. It's I don't know. Yeah, there must be some story there.
Maybe a documentary will come out soon. Mama Might versus TJ, Cassie, and Andros is happening. They're all fighting in the city. Carlos and Ashley also join the fight. The Power Rangers uses the Quadro Blaster to shoot Mama Might, and Mama Might exploded.
The end. They did it.
The end. Well, no, that's not it. Back to astronomer ship. Ecliptor said, "Mama Might is history, but her eggs haven't hatched yet." And astronomer's like, "Ooh, we shall wait." Back to the Rangers. Carlos is telling the Rangers that, Ashley, we can't do this boyfriend girlfriend thing forever, man. It's not right. Carlos, shut up, man. You're dating Ashley. What are you doing?
He's really worried for some reason. It's like, well, she's gonna go home eventually. Like you just have to lie for like a day. But no, Carlos cannot, even for a day, lie about dating his attractive friend. So yeah, I don't know, man. He's just not interested, you know? Maybe maybe he's looking out for his buddy Andros. You know.
Oh, oh, Carlos did spy on Andros that one time, so he probably knows something.
True. He's lying in bed, just sitting awake. How can I help Andros today?
um, Grandma stops by and Carlos spilled the tea. Stupid guy. To Grandma
Immediately.
that
Yeah.
to Ashley that Ashley and Carlos are not boyfriend and girlfriend, and TJ, Cassie, and Andros were like, oh. Grandma's reaction is like, you still like him, right? Ashley's like, yeah. And then Grandma said, all right, time for a date night. She gave them Hawaiian shirts.
She says like, so you could be twins, and it's like, well, Grandma, I don't want that. I don't want to be twins on a date. That doesn't make any sense. And yeah, we get this like embarrassing montage of them being on a date without actually wanting to be on a date, and it's very awkward the whole time.
Yeah, like Grandma's taking control. She just calls Ashley like, hey, do you guys talk about something? There's like Ash and like Grandma, we're okay. Yeah, she's taking full control of the date. Ashley and Carlos shared a milkshake together. The Rangers got an alert and the ground is cracking up. That means the eggs are hatching. The bugs are eating everything. I said everything. Even a building. It's getting crazy.
With people inside, probably.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. There are people in this world. I literally forgot about that. Damn. Yeah, dude. How many casualties are there in the Power Rangers world?
The death toll on these two last episodes alone are just astronomical. Like, yeah, they need to get out in space away from Earth because they come here and they cause some major trouble.
Jeez. Well, the Power Rangers rocketed up and they are blasting the bugs, but the bugs ate up their weapons. The bugs form into a monster. I dig this outfit. It looks pretty scary.
Yeah, I would say so.
The bug monster are beating up the Rangers. Ashley and her grandma Ashley did not fight with the Rangers because she's with her grandma running away. Ashley needs to help the Rangers, and Ashley left. The grandma, the grandma assaulted an officer. She did her judo move and carjacked the cop's car.
Wacky grandma, it's I guess it's supposed to be funny. It's like, oh, this wacky crazy grandma, look how crazy she is. She does karate. Yeah, because she says something like, my Ashley's in trouble, I go now. It just flips this guy around and gets in the Japanese police car to match the Sentai footage.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, in Grand Theft Auto terms, she probably has she's probably wanted with 3 stars on top of her head.
At least, yeah.
Well, Ashley powered up when she left. The grandma is driving recklessly. She's going crazy. The bug monster was almost about to kill the Yellow Ranger, but our hero, Grandma, is here, and she ran over the bug monster. And she said, if you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us, just like in Spider-Man.
She tries to pull this move. I mean, she's never met the Power Rangers. She doesn't even live here.
No.
I don't know what's going on because she seems really intent on making up for mistakes. I guess I don't know. Yeah, she's all over the place, and she's gonna start driving all over the place here soon.
Well, Grandma was trying to drive, but the bug monster zapped the car. She's losing control. She's swerving around the street. You gotta call Prince Nana. I swerve when I drive.
She's swerving when she drives. That's right.
Ashley got on the car and tries to stop the car, and the car stopped. Ashley told the grandmother that we would have died without you. No, you basically saved us. And the grandma's like, "Aw, you are so kind. I wish my granddaughter felt that way." Ashley's like, "Funny, I have a grandma just like you."
But like, why does the grandma feel this way? It's not like like in a movie or a TV show, normally, yeah, you'd have a moment where Ashley was like, "Gosh, Grandma, can you just leave us alone?" Where like you blow up, out of like frustration. But that didn't really happen, so I don't know why the
No,
grandma's like, "Oh, my granddaughter doesn't like me anymore." It's like, what makes you think that?
she never showed that feeling. Maybe she kept it inside, off
I
screen.
guess, yeah.
Well, Ashley confronted the bug monster and said, "You are about to die, mother effing guy." She sliced him like a cheese pizza. Astrama lasered the bug monster, of course, and it's time for Megazord versus the bug monster. The bug guy got on the Megazord, and Andrew was called, of course, his war machine, the Delta guy. Time to assemble the transformation together. They froze the bug and punched him out like Mike Tyson's arcade game.
Whatever that was called.
Punch out? Yeah, punch out. There you go.
Yeah, it's Punch Out. Yeah. You said it when you said it.
Oh, I did. Oh, excuse me. It's time for Grandma to go home.
Thank God.
About time. She's just asking everyone if they are married, like random people. They're like, "No, we're not married," or like, "We're married," whatever. She's going crazy. I don't, and that's the end of the episode. I don't remember the grandma at all when I was watching as a kid, but my prediction is,
Uh-oh.
this is my first prediction here. My prediction is she will save the Rangers at the end of the series in some way.
So like in the finale, when everything's going down, she's gonna show up and basically reiterate her words of like, "You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us," like that.
Yes, and she will be wearing the Spider-Man mask. So
Okay, well, don't say that.
with that outfit.
She's gonna be dressed like the New Yorkers on the bridge. That's what's
Yeah. Well,
she's gonna say, "I got something for your ass."
oh man. Well, that's the last time we saw Grandma for now. That's the end of the episode. Interesting fact. We probably know this, but because of the use of the long Sentai sequence, including the Yellow Ranger on the side of the police car, they had to use the car from Japan. This causes issues since Japan drives on the other side of the road from the United States. They had to mirror flip the footage so Ash's grandmother would be driving on the correct side of the road.
I noticed that in some footage because you can see that the license plate is backwards.
Yes.
So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of footage of that car, so they would have to replicate that car. That's funny that they had so much trouble with it, though.
Well, all for a kids show.
Mhm.
All right. Episode 14. The Berlilian Sting.
Yeah, let's get into some actual
Yes.
good episodes.
Please, these are like fillers. But this one will sting us gonna sting us.
Go back with Sting.
Sting. Yes, a lot of stings. What's going on? Is Sting part of this series?
I mean, I have that picture of Sting in the Power Rangers, but it's not these Power Rangers. So
Oh,
maybe someone needs to rectify that. Can cosplayers out there that have in space costumes? Can you guys go meet Sting for us? And
please,
we'll talk about it on the pod if you do it between now and then.
please do. Yes. So the Power Rangers are still searching for Zordon in a different planet. Cassie found footprints. It might be the Piranhatrons. TJ, distress single, navigated somewhere else. Ecliptor and the Quantrons are hiding among the trees. And Ecliptor is messing with TJ's signal with his device. The monster, Dark Conda, sneaked up on Ecliptor. Ecliptor is like, "I hate you. Don't mess with my life. You're always up to something."
This guy is evil. He is just
Very.
pure evil. He looks like he's wrapped in bacon and teeth.
Yeah,
And he's I mean if Ecliptor doesn't even like him and he's evil, yeah, something's up.
exactly. Dark Conda was just in the neighborhood trying to see Astronomer's new lackey. Ooh, and that's Ecliptor. Those are fighting words.
Yeah.
It looks like these two have some beef battle, like Drake and Kendrick Lamar. There's that type of beef there. Uh,
All right.
yeah, Darkonda is spitting facts that Ecliptor is always doing the same shit over and over again. And I agree, he's being too redundant. He comes
Yeah.
and he dies. I think I like Darkonda. He's growing on me.
I mean, he's like I said, he's really evil, just the definition of it. So to have a more like in it for himself kind of villain that's clearly
Mhm.
in here to like upset people and pull strings and do that kind of thing. Because yeah, obviously in this episode and the next episode we'll get into a bunch of him doing
Yes.
things to further his agenda. Yeah, this feels like a formidable character has finally entered the fray.
Absolutely. Well, Ecliptor ambushes the Rangers. Darkonda knows a faster way to destroy the Rangers. He sets a bee loose. Not footloose, but a bee. Not a Jerry Seinfeld bee, but a bee.
The bug, yeah.
Yeah, a little bug. And Ecliptor said, huh? The bees, the bee stung Carlos. Oh no! The Rangers dipped. Darkonda dipped, and Ecliptor said, "Huh?" again and dipped. There'll be a lot of Huns here.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of questioning of what's going on. He also seems to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, a little bit. We are back at the mecha ship, and Carlos does not look good at all. You see his veins are visible, and it's like looks like it's gonna pop out. Andros knows something about the bite. Told TJ in private for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why he did that.
That was funny. He's like, "Are you feeling cold?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I might know what it is." And yeah, he nods to TJ, like, "Do you know what's going on?" He's like, "Oh, maybe." And it's like, what did he tell him? Like, I know exactly what it is. He's gonna die. Like, why did he tell him that in private? I don't know.
I just tell it to the other Rangers. Come on now.
Yeah.
Ecliptor stormed into Astroma's ship, beating some Quantrons on the way. He's upset that Darkana showed up and says, "I'll finish the job. Don't worry, girl." Darkana also showed up. Astrama doesn't know this dude. Like, who are you? And Dark Honda introduced himself as, "Hi, my name is Dark Honda. Evil is my business."
He
That should be
seems
on
to be good at it.
yeah. I think that slogan should be on a coffee mug or something.
On a coffee mug.
Yeah, he should have his own coffee mug with that saying.
Yeah, I mean, there should be more Darkonda merch in general, like T-shirts and hats and all sorts of stuff. Because yeah, he mentions that they've met before, and she's
Yeah.
like, "I don't remember you," and he's like, "Oh, okay." So there's a history here. Like
Yes.
he knows stuff, and he's holding it over Ecliptor's head in a way.
A little bit. Well, he's already bragging that he got one Ranger down. And it's not a competition, Darkonda. I mean, it's okay. Clipper got some hits, but he's just showing off here. Forgot to mention, Astrama's hair color is gray, and I think this is my second favorite hair color of hers.
The gray is a good look. I like the gray look. It's definitely better than the one she had last time. So.
Oh yeah, it's like brown, black. No, it was like brown.
Yeah, it was like brown. That was kind of boring. I like this gray one.
Yeah, gray is good. Ecliptor said Darkonda released a Beryllium bug to the Ranger. Astrama said, "Oh, that's brilliant, huh? Really?"
If it's so brilliant, why haven't you done it yet?
Exactly. I think that's our fourth "huh" in the episode. TJ and Andros encountered Darkonda. Even the Rangers doesn't know who he is. The Darkonda might be the best rapper of all time. He said, "Darkonda is my name, evil is my game. Bars on bars." Again, another coffee mug.
He does say it and then immediately run, like almost in the same breath. He's like, "Darkonda the name, evil's my game." Ah! He like starts running off to like taunting them.
This guy is pretty evil. TJ and Andros follows Darkonda with their glider. It's like the scene in Star Wars when they're flying through the forest. I think Return of the Jedi. I think.
Yeah, yeah, on
Something like that.
Endor. It's like that.
Yeah. Darkonda dropped the bug on TJ's glider. Andros shot the bug. Great shot, by the way. He got the aim accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like Andros knows this brilliant bug. They invaded his home planet, KO-35, but he thinks there's some antidote back to his home planet.
Somewhere, yeah.
Somewhere. Cassie and Ashley will help Carlos. Dude, Carlos looks like a zombie right now.
Yeah, he's as good as dead.
Literally. It's like his transformation to the bug. He's like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. It's like that type of graphic or effects there. I liked it.
It's pretty scary, especially for a kid show. You know, like you have one of these heroes who's like violently changing, and they keep showing like the bug bite that's like immediately like bruised and big, and yeah, it was pretty good for that kind of like very young horror stuff.
Yeah, I liked it. It looked like Carlos escaped through the vents of the megaship back to Astronomer ship. They're trying to find where the Rangers are headed to. A Cliptor is like, move, bitch, get out of the way. to Elgar. I'll track where they are. Behind a Cliptor, Darkonda is just standing there. Like he's just standing there. I think he was looking through the window or something. But and he's like, "Ah, don't worry, I know where they are." And again, the Cliptor says, "Huh?"
Yeah, Kotor's really having a really, really off day now that Darkonda's here. He's like he that's why he was like trying to like say fuck you, Elgar, because he's like still has power over him.
Yeah.
He's trying to get some brownie points, but it is not his time.
He's the second tier right now. Darkona said they're gonna get the antidote from KO-35 planet. And they're like, okay. The Power Rangers trying to find Carlos in the ship. They check each room of the megaship. You see Carlos leaving some gooey stuff behind. Ooh, I don't want to touch that.
He's a slimy bug man.
Yeah. Well, eventually the Ranger spots Carlos as the Berlinian bug. He kind of, to me, he kind of looks like Spider-Man 2099 with that color scheme, like that red and blue and
red and blue.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that.
Spider-Man's red and blue. Regular Spider-Man.
That's true. Or maybe his face. The Spider-Man 2099's mask kind of looks like the bug's face. I don't know.
He was a very big, slimy, ooey gooey bug man, and this is their friend now turned into this.
It's sad. Well, Carlos stunks Cassie. Oh no. Now Cassie's on the bed being strapped. Ashley will watch Cassie. TJ and Andros found Carlos, but escaped to KO-35. Like they saw him, but they left. Like they didn't help Ashley. Like, hey, like
she's got it.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they arrived to KO-35, and it looks like no one lives there. Like it's the dead zone. Like we don't see any people there.
Well, it was abandoned. Remember, everyone
right.
left the planet because it was like a colony planet.
Right. I forgot about that. Well, they found the antidote. Bug Darkonda is here, and now he's fighting Andros. TJ escapes with the antidote. Andros calls for the Delta, a Megazord, and punches Darkonda. Or no, was it the Battleizer? I think he's the Battleizer. Sorry.
The Delta?
Yeah, the Delta. There we go. Delta. Cassie turned into the bug, and now Cassie and Carlos are about to kill Ashley and Alpha 6. TJ rescued Ashley and shot the antidote to Carlos and Cassie. Alpha 6 is like their vitals are normal within seconds.
Everything's fine. TJ did look like a badass here.
Yes.
Yeah, because Ashley's like cornered, and then just like out of nowhere, he's just standing there with the antidote gun, essentially.
I guess it's like a cowboy move. You see something in the cowboy movie.
Yeah, it was cool.
the Rangers came to KO 35 to help Andros. Darkana smashed the last antidote and released 2 beryllium bugs. And those bugs, of course, as we know, got lasered. It's time for Megazord versus the beryllium bugs. The Megazord sliced up the bug with the saber, and that's it. Back to Astronomer Ship, Ecliptor said, get this bum out of my team, man. Get this guy out of here, man. He's worthless. Darkonda showed up and said, no. That was a part of my plan. I was supposed to be defeated. That's all the plan. Sean was like, all right, I'm listening. Ecliptor was like, what the hell, man? Like, come on. I kind of feel bad for Ecliptor here. He's like being treated as a second tier, not the top villain. This guy.
But yeah, we're sort of learning that maybe Ecliptor has sort of like values and morals that other villains don't have. So by comparison, he seems like a better guy because this new guy is just bad. You know,
Yeah.
he pulls the whole like, oh, I meant it. It's fine, and we're gonna do all these evil things. And yeah, Astronomer's just eating it up. I guess she's looking for any kind of new thing because whatever she's doing right now isn't working. So this new guy, sure, she'll hear him out.
New play toy, I guess. Andros is on a rooftop, remembering his sister being kidnapped. We kinda recognize the monster that took away his sister, but we don't know for sure. We don't know.
Things are in motion now. It seems like we're getting a lot more pieces to the puzzle.
Yes. I'm glad because this the plot is now starting and it's the 14th episode.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's the end of the episode there. Interesting fact, when I caught this. When TJ says, "You mean Carlos is going to become one of those things?" When he said that line, the zipper on Andrew's suit is visible. Like you see the little zipper on the back of his suit there.
Right.
They should cover that up. Well, it's time for the last episode here. For this episode, episode 15, TJ Identity Crisis. Ooh, credit fraud. I don't know what's going on here. The episode starts off with the Power Rangers playing basketball or a game of 21 here. I don't know, man. I need those oversized Power Rangers basketball outfit. I need that. Where can you find them?
What were they wearing? It was like a tracksuit.
Yeah.
But it was like made out of blankets. Like
yeah, it
was
looked
wild.
comfy. It looked comfy.
I mean, as it is soon revealed, they are on like their hologram deck. So maybe it's temperature controlled, but I can't imagine playing any sport outside in something that looks like it's made of like felt. That seems like a lot. But I mean, yeah, if given the opportunity, I would absolutely buy these because they look really comfy, but maybe not for basketball.
No. I gotta sleep in those. I'll pay the highest price. If it's on eBay, I'm getting that.
Okay, there you go. We'll do some research afterwards.
Hopefully. Well, Ashley, they were playing the game, and Ashley stole the ball from Andros and did a layup. Pretty cool. Now, Carlos and Ashley, and Andros and TJ are all tied up with, I guess, 19 points if they're playing a game of 21. And Cassie said whoever scores the first basket wins the game. TJ and Andros ran this one play they haven't used during the entire game, and they're going to do it. Andros passed the ball to TJ, gave him a little boost, and TJ did a front flip slam dunk.
So, I don't watch basketball. Is this a legal move?
No, man, he was traveling. Yeah, that's a foul. You cannot do that. You cannot boost a player
You
and do that.
Watch a player and fly them through the air. Okay.
No. You can throw the ball, make an alley oop, and make a slam dunk, but you cannot physically help your partner.
You can't throw a player. You can't.
No. Oh, they did that, and they won. Andros and TJ. And that's the game. End of the game there. Deca said they landed on the planet called Boyaka? Boka? Boyaka?
Booyaka?
Booyaka 619. Rey Mysterio's planet.
Yeah.
The Power Ranger sets up their interstellar scanner from, but Darkana, he's in the back spying on them. Back to the megaship. Andros told Carlos he can search a whole galaxy, and he snapped his fingers like that. Yo, very sassy of Andros.
Mm-hmm.
He makes no business. He's not here for games. They activated the interstellar scanner, and they can see the whole galaxy. Hopefully they can see Matthew McConaughey floating around there if they're using the interstellar scanner.
In the bookcases and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just see him listening. All right. No, did he like cry? Oh man, that was an emotional scene. Great. If you guys have not seen Interstellar, watch it right now after this podcast.
I mean, yeah, Interstellar is great, so why not?
Yes. Darkana woke up Astronema from her nap. Really creepy, by the way. Telling her,
Don't do that, dude. Don't just enter a girl's bedroom like that.
no, you're not supposed to do that. Telling her that Ecliptor is a great warrior, but he's stupid.
Yeah, he's trying to play it cool, but yeah, he does talk about how like intelligence is not one of his gifts, and she's like, I should kill you for just saying that. And he's like, perhaps you should.
Yeah.
This guy is so confident. He's so overly full of himself that he feels like, yeah, I could talk my way out of anything. Like, maybe you should kill me, but here's why you shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, he told like Ecliptor gave the whereabouts to Zordon to the Rangers by accident. So he got some facts there. He might be right.
Yeah.
Ecliptor came by to Estrada's room also. Was like, what the hell are you doing here? Please knock before you enter. Please.
Yeah, please, come on.
This is a kids show. They need to teach that. It's alright. Darkana was telling them that he saw the Rangers scanner. Ecliptor did his best Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. You lie. Ecliptor and Darkana will get the scanner. That's the plan there. The Power Rangers has a visual on Dark Spectre ship. Hopefully Zordon is there. Oh yeah, hopefully he's there. Oh, hopefully he's alive. Like, we have no signs of if he's dead or alive. Hope he's okay.
There's no way of knowing at this point.
The Brothers of Destruction, I'll call them. Ecliptor and Darkana, I'll just call them that. Found the scanner. The Power Rangers showed up to protect the scanner. Ecliptor grabs Andros, but Darkana, oh my goodness, sliced Ecliptor's back.
He's going into business for himself.
Oh my goodness! Of course, Ecliptor knew this. Like, we should not. He should. How can we trust you? You know, he's right. I believe in Ecliptor.
It is really funny because the Power Rangers stand there just like very confused. Like, they don't do anything about this. But yeah, just Darkana is just completely beating the shit out of the Ecliptor to the point where he is now absorbing his energy. And yeah, the Power Rangers have no idea how to react to this information. They're just as confused.
Yeah, and Darkana is like, I should have done this a long time ago. And yes, they transform together, and they're called Dark Cliptor? Dark Cliptor?
Dark Cliptor, yeah. You know, this kind of looks like something Rey Mysterio would wear, right?
Oh,
like,
yes.
He's always doing like mashups and homages, so like, yeah, this could be. Yeah, but yeah, we have a new character named Dark Cliptor, who's a half and half of the two characters. Although it does seem to be Darkana's fully in control.
Yeah,
but he does have like body parts mix and match.
Pretty grotesque as they say. But the transformation looks cool. All I can say is those horrible yellow eyes.
He does have big yellow eyes, you're right.
Dark Cliptor froze Ashley and Cassie. He was about to kill Andros, but TJ stepped in and gets sliced, and his head it hits his head with the electricity.
He is dead. I don't
Yeah.
like, it gets really clunked right on the head, and it splits his helmet wide open, and there's like smoke and sparks coming from it, and he's laying there limp. Like, I don't know how he survived this, let alone without any kind of scratches or anything, but man, he should be dead.
Yes. Carlos also got Frozen 2. Not the movie Frozen 2. But he got Frozen 2. Andros and TJ escaped. TJ woke up from his coma and he does not remember anything, not even his own name.
Mm-mm.
We get the whole Rush Hour 3 dialogue. I am you, you are me. If I'm me, you are me. We get the whole thing there. Decca said TJ is suffering from amnesia. And that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dark Clipter puts Ashley, Cassie, and Carlos into like these frozen boxes in the cave. I don't know where they at now.
Somewhere on the planet, I guess. Yeah, you just stashed them away for safekeeping.
Somewhere. Astronema comes by and wants to know what's going on here. Dark Clipter just straight up lies and that Ecliptor attacked him first. This guy's too evil.
Yeah, yeah, and she believes it.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a little rough for Ecliptor, but yeah, he's just throwing everybody under the bus. This guy is a bastard.
Literally. And Astronema approves his actions. So
Yeah.
it's not good. TJ is trying to figure out where he is and who he is. I think he forgot about the Turbo Season 2.
He's forgotten everything. He knows what a Power Ranger is because they're like, "You're the Blue Ranger," and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm not any of that. You're confusing me with somebody else." And so, yeah, it's he's very very confused. I guess he just forgot everything that's happened, but that's about it.
Yeah, well, Andros left his ass. Is like, just try to remember. TJ's on the ship.
Figure it out. Bye.
Yeah. Andros fights Dark Cliptor. TJ found the basketball and that they were playing earlier. He dribbles the ball and he starts to remember little things from the pickup game. He looks at a picture of the Rangers and he's like, he's starting to remember. TJ showed up and showed up to the fight and he morphed. Dark Cliptor was about to kill TJ and Andros got in front of him. Now TJ is remembering everything. He got it.
Yeah. We needed that basketball, like how in Space Jam, they got all their powers in the ball. That's what they needed. He needed to get his memories back like that.
Oh yes. Didn't Space Jam came out 95?
Probably.
Yeah. So maybe they took something from Space Jam. Who knows?
Let's see. Space Jam was 96. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's around that time.
There we go. Well, TJ and Andros did the same play that they did in the basketball game, and they split Dark Cliptor into two. The Rangers unfroze. Dark, Conda, and the Cliptor transform again for some reason. Like they just, I guess it was off screen. I don't know what happened there. They just came back together again. Now it's time for Astro Megazord versus Dark Cliptor. They got split up again. They like splitting up here. The Rangers beat them up. And that's the end. That's the end for that match. They gotta make these matches longer because they last like 2 seconds here.
Yeah, they get pretty skippable. You look down at your phone for a second, and all of a sudden, the big Megazord fight is over.
Literally. Back to Astronema ship. Astronema said, "You and Darkonda, or Ecliptor and Darkonda, will be treated as equals." All right. Ecliptor wants to be the first, the main guy, but now he's treated as an equal. So, what would you do if you were Ecliptor?
I would try to kill Darkonda in his sleep. There's a lot of back and forth here because Darkonda is teasing that he could tell Astronema something that she wouldn't like, and Ecliptor rather her think that he did do these things and attack him and do whatever, as long as she doesn't know this information. So what that information is, we don't know yet. But we know it's important enough that Ecliptor cares about her well-being enough, because he does say it of like, no, that would just like make things worse, so that would upset her. So he doesn't want to upset her. He really does feel something for Ashanima, and Dorkanda's taken pretty heavy advantage of that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully these three guys or this team will work together in the next episodes.
We'll see.
We'll see. Well, back to the megaship. They couldn't fix the scanner. That's a fail scanner there. But Ashley was like, "Hey, do you want to play basketball?" And TJ's like, "How do you play that?" And then Ashley's like, "Haha, we'll get him." With Carlos like, "Ha ha ha." They left, and then TJ's like, grins like, "Oh, they don't know that I know."
This is fucked up. The fact that like Ashley and Carlos are just happy taking advantage of the friend that could potentially still be suffering from like memory loss. They're like, he doesn't remember the thing. Now we can beat him at basketball. That's messed up. Friends should
It
not
is.
do that.
Terrible. These are terrible Rangers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the end of that episode. Episode 15 there. Interesting fact here. The original draft title for this episode was called The Blue Identity Crisis.
Oh, well, they should have gone with that. That's
Right?
good.
Not TJ. That's all right. Well, that's okay. Next time we hear from us we're going to talk about episodes 16 through 20. Hopefully the plot moves on as we go. But yeah, Anthony, how do you feel about these episodes here?
Yeah, we sort of made a joke about the last two being the most important ones, but it's true. It's like you need to watch, and it's hard to talk about because this is a children's show.
Yeah.
It's just meant to be on Weekly and sell toys, so it's like it's not meant to be every episode super important, like plot heavy show. But like we get a new Megazord, we get a new character in Dorkanda, so like there was some good stuff in here. I did not like that grandma episode. Like that's probably my least favorite of the season so far. But other than that, I really liked the Dorkanda stuff, and I'm happy that he's in the show.
Yeah, Dorkanda's good. Grandma's bad. That's the summary there. What if they fight each other? Oh, what if Dorkanda transforms into the grandma, and Grandma has to fight Ashley?
Dark Grandma?
Dark Grandma. There we go. Oh my goodness.
Maybe that'll happen in the finale. Who knows?
Oh, you never know. Hey, that's my prediction. Grandma will save the Rangers. All right. That's the end there. Anthony, where can they find you, man?
You can find me at Anthony Lantern on pretty much all of my social media platforms. You can find me on YouTube, Anthony. And I do have my own podcast called The Grud, which is available wherever podcasts can be found. No message from space this time. I guess we can't have them every week. So,
the last two of them was Andros and Diva Talks. I haven't got anything today. Maybe next week. I don't know. Well, I hope I don't get a message because it gets crazy.
Well, we won't be here next week. That's important to remind people.
Yes. For those who are listening, thank you for bringing it up, Anthony. The next time you'll hear from us is not the next episodes from 16 to 20, because next week will be the Bromber Wonders 100th episode. And I won't really reveal what we're going to talk about there, but stay tuned. Mm-hmm. Stay tuned.
It's a very, very important episode. So please tune in. Oh,
yes. Well, of course, you can follow this podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Instagram. Follow me all there. Bromber Wonder Podcast. And until then, in 3, 2, 1,
let's rock
it. Don't forget to like, comment, and follow.
Let's rock it.